Whoa.
Choo choo choo.
It's
That
very
goes a little
interesting.
prick.
It's very interesting what the YouTube algorithm says are the videos people should be watching of ours.
Of ours?
Yeah, oh my god, dude, that's crazy. I never actually listened to our
Dude,
podcast with or our live stream with sound. Like, there's like no latency.
no, it's close. It's good.
Ew.
Which is crazy because you think it wouldn't sound as good, or the quality wouldn't be as good. Because the more time you give it, the better it usually works out. Richardson, hello, and Cole. Now it's a race to see which one of our two best friends show up first. Richardson won this week. I think Cole won last week, and maybe the week before. Hi, hi, Pineapple, Miyu, Cole. Hello, Andrew Richardson, Super Producer 2.0.
All right, this is a test.
So, what are you dressed up again for?
Did we kiss, kiss, kiss?
Me and you?
Did you hear that? Did you
Oh,
hear it?
I, I heard it.
Good. So that's strangely everything seems to just be working for once. What am I all dressed up for? It's like Stardom 4.0, baby. It's like fight week. It's a new era. Triple H has a new era in WWE, but so does Stardom.
Kenny Omega thinks very highly of Rossi and feels bad for all the girls in Marigold.
True. Oh, man, I have so many fancy
Oh, what are you
beers
gonna do?
today.
Really? I was just gonna drink soda water with a shot of vodka. You know, might as well start the week off right.
Right, right.
So here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday night, and you know what that means.
What does it mean?
Welcome to this. It means only one thing. It is time for the only Stardom fan podcast. Wrong. The only Stardom podcast that matters. This is Stardom Fan, and I'm Mark, along with.
I'm Juno, and this is the only Stardom fan podcast you should be listening to. Is that what you meant to say? Because
It is what I meant to say, and I only know that because I could hear you on the YouTube. Because
hey,
now, once you said everything was working, I can't hear you through the
yeah,
Discord again.
yeah. They can hear me. Of course, it just everything could be working completely perfectly, but I
See,
want
you can hear me on. You can hear me, and I know you can hear me because I can hear you answer me on the.
everything could be working perfectly.
Hey, it's working.
There you go. Yeah, everything could be working
Because I have
perfectly,
it quietly. I have the YouTube quietly in the background to make sure everything's still going. That's
but
funny.
but I have to have my soundboard loaded up just for uh Kurara Kikiki. I mean, among other sounds. I mean, I'm been lazy. I don't know. I need. I got like good stuff. I got like Hulk Hogan. Like we can keep it wrestling thing. There's like Hulk Hogan.
Well, even when I was a little teeny Hulkster, there were a few things that turned me on, dudes. Fine-tuned guitars and firm-feeling women. But in the twilight of Hulk Hogan's career, my kids turned me on. Yeah!
Oh, that's
So
what you spend your time on.
I'm going to have to apologize ahead of time because I'm going to stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
Jeff Jarrett.
And speaking of stretching that ass, we are running a few days behind because we figured why do a show like right before All Star Grand Queendom? I mean,
Yeah, we already did the
Runaway
preview.
Wrestler presents All Star Grand Queendom. Yeah, so there was nothing to do last Thursday, but now we've watched the show. You've probably watched it 3 times. You might also even have a Marigold or social media minute if you want to get into it. But other than that, I mean, All-Star Grand Queendom was awesome. The matches were awesome. We have some stories that came out of it. Do you believe it?
Storytelling in Stardom? That doesn't.
It's
That's pretty rare, actually.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I might as well start with a little social media minute.
And the stories involve two of our favorite pets. But please, the social media minute to start the day.
Tam Nakano. That was kind of. Yeah. Sometimes there's no real story. It's just like I see a photo, I want to share it.
Yeah, I like it. It's the pay-per-view was so nice that Cole watched it twice.
This a picture of Yuri and Mayu. Eventually, you have to learn who the greatest ring announcer is.
She's still there.
She's
Thought
still
there was a new ring announcer girl at the pay-per-view.
Mina Shirakawa.
I don't know.
Lady C's. Sometimes she's just a teacher in teacher mode, which is pretty funny.
How come she wasn't at All-Star Grand Queendom?
There's also a photo. I'm gonna search up Lady C anyways, just because she's like hilarious. I'll search something up and then she is a lunatic, in like the
While
best.
you're looking that up,
in the
the
best way.
savior is here. Lady C's the gift that keeps on giving, that's for sure. Whoa.
Oh, so I was doing some research about
The thighs?
about Marigold.
Oh, why?
What's their name? Oh, I can find it on their thing. Oh, look at that. We got a Marigold. We got the official poster for the first Marigold pay-per-view. Marigold Fields Forever.
That sounds like the Beatles gonna sue somebody.
The Beatles suck. Marigold is forever. Yeah. Chica. Oh, go Chica. This is
We have girls with new cards. I don't remember that Go Chica card from last week.
Yes. Okay, so this is I was doing some research because like I'm a professional here, right?
Well, yes, you saw a new girl and then her photo spread and thought, I need to learn more about this for my friends and fans.
Right. So I checked.
You did the research, so we didn't have to.
So checking her Twitter bio, and she's 173 centimeters tall with a 100-centimeter butt. I thought, an ass to rival Lady C? Because I don't know if you know this. She also posts like the size of her butt on her Twitter bio,
As you do.
and she pins it front and center.
As you do.
But something interesting. This is from November 4th, 2023. But it says it's a 100-centimeter ass. If you go to her Twitter bio, it actually says that she has a butt that's 107 centimeters. So her ass is actually growing.
Nice.
So that's my lady.
They do a lot of squats.
So maybe I should. That's gonna be a new segment. I can like keep you updated on the size of her rump. I'm a little
that's necessary.
Well, I'm a little disappointed because it used to be a perfect 100 centimeters, which was like you could just use that for the metric system to like measure anything. Right? Isn't the metric system based on like decimals? Like 100 centimeters can like measure you to anything.
Yes.
Like, isn't 100 centimeters like 1 meter?
Yes.
It was like the perfect unit of measurement, and now it's ruined.
Or
Damn.
1,000, or 100. Close enough.
Close enough for. So this was actually it's posted before the pay-per-view, so it still counts.
I'm wondering what she's
Yeah.
Some Starlight storytelling to be told.
Well, this was posted right before like a couple days before the pay-per-view, so this was the face of evil darkness.
Don't you just sort of want to take this poor child aside and say, "Listen, Starlight Kid, come here. Your friends are shitheads, and they're about to betray you. What you're looking at right now might be evil and darkness. However, deep down inside, there's a nice, scared little kitty in there, and her friends. She thinks they're friends, and they're about to kick her ass, and she doesn't know it here. It's like looking into the future. It's so sad."
Well, I was just looking at this photo thinking she's the leader of the most dastardly heel faction of all time. At the very least, like the only heel faction in Stardom, total bastards. And I'm like, that's what their leader looks like. I found that interesting. Oh yeah. And we'll get to that.
How come fucking whenever something happens like that's crazy to Mina, it ends up with something ending up all over her face?
Well, because it's actually a little bit of karma. Like, wasn't she doing the poison mist for a while? It's actually.
Oh, is that Saia? No, or was it? Didn't Saia like drip black goo on her?
Well, Mina was doing the poison mist for a while, and then Saia hit her back with it. And it was
Hit her back with her knees.
true. And then you've never seen what is it called? Phoenix Splash ever again?
That was the last one. Yo, who's this bro?
And very important Marigold news. Utami has a tongue piercing now.
That's so
Important to cover.
I didn't want to offend anyone. I think of stuff like that, and then like go back to the like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back with the girls. Just be like the one like bad girl, and she'll be like, "That's so gay." But what I meant to say was, it's so cool.
It's definitely cool. I am excited to
Getting
see
your tongue pierced tomorrow to in solidarity.
Yeah. You know, two people have tongue piercings. They ever just get like attached, like stuck, like that's like licking a flagpole. Like, oh no, all right, you go that way.
Oh, so if you like you and Tommy hook up and it's like 32 degrees, you could get stuck to her.
I think that's how that works. From all my knowledge of human anatomy comes from the Christmas story. But I was saying I'm very excited to see Utami slowly transforming into Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Something else that's really cool that Utami has been up to recently.
The park she's at's really nice.
Yeah, the park's good. The park's cool.
I actually wouldn't mind you scrolling down into that. Like, it's actually a really cool area. You never see like this in Japan photos that we see, because it's always like hustling and bustling and busy cities and a ton of people. This is actually a pretty neat area. When you go down there over there, around there to help with their population problem, you should take a few pictures of that park for me. And say hi to Baraka's box while you're there.
Speaking of Stardom, Utami had like an interesting quote where when she heard about because you remember one of her last matches was versus Micah for the red belt, and she heard that Rossi was going to form a new promotion, even when it was just a rumor, and she decided that even when she hadn't even talked to him about it yet, she did want to win the red belt, and then just thought, you know what, I kind of want to win this belt and take it with me, which would have been like the all-time like goated move, Medusa level badass.
Yeah, but Medusa was also a dick.
It's alright. Tommy can be a dick sometimes.
Chris is in the house.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot because I was trying to stay spoiler free, but I did want to make sure we covered like Utami's tongue piercing, and that was basically my social media minute.
Hey, the news that matters. And that's also the Marigold Minute. And what was that new girl's name? To cover the Marigold Minute, we have a new member of the Marigold roster that's going to get her passion
I think it's Chica.
full of injection. Or Godo?
Chica Godo. Yeah, well,
According to her profile, she doesn't look like a wrestler.
Well, she's starting her wrestling debut, according to Marigold.
Oh.
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
What her resume looked like.
What her resume looked like what she did before. Which is weird, because I thought she was a wrestler. It could have been a bad translation. Yeah, like, here you go. I don't know what... She doesn't consider this wrestling, apparently, because her Marigold promo says, making my wrestling debut. With an ass that almost rivals Lady C.
Huh.
And that's your Marigold minute.
Just in time for Angela to show up. Nice. Actress Girls does have a type, huh?
They used to, and now they're Rossi's type because they all just left that company to join Marigold.
Rossi definitely has a type. It just turns out the Marigold girls are too old.
Rossi has a type, that's for sure. Great wrestlers. Some of them have tongue piercings.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've never listened to Kenny Omega before. I don't know why I'd start now.
Who knows?
I'm just trying to be funny. I couldn't get you going last... That is a fantastic picture. I couldn't get you going last week, so I thought I'd try again this week. Just sort of, leaning forward, making sure all the focus is in.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
That is a nice picture.
That's the one. Juno, just a few short days ago, Runaway Wrestler presents All-Star Grand Queendom.
With 2,700 people in attendance.
I'm actually surprised it was that little. That place looked packed. Was that at the Budokan? It was like a good setup. It had like the big screens. It was like one of their biggest shows of the year. It was fantastic.
Yeah, they stopped going to buildings that hold 10,000 people, and they know they're only going to get 3,000. And it's like, turns out you can still charge pay-per-view level prices for your awesome pay-per-view and make the building look packed as hell because you're in a building a fourth the size.
You want to know what that reminds me of? It's AEW's coming to town, and they've booked where the Sabres play. The Marine Midland Arena, or whatever the fuck it's called now. That seats 18,000.
And they're gonna
what are they gonna? Where are they gonna aim the camera? Like they might just put the ring in the parking lot. Keep the doors shut. Like I plan on going. I'm gonna stub up those tickets for $18 on the day of. Oh my god!
You could probably just get them for free as a seat filler.
Is that a thing?
Oh, don't get me started. It was like a whole controversy where they were giving away tickets to like veterans families, like whatever it was, 50, 100 tickets. And then they're saying like people were just making fun of them because like it is hilarious if you need seat fillers, which is what they were. But they were trying to say like, oh no, but we're giving them to veterans. I'm like, yeah, but it's still hilarious that they're seat fillers.
No, I like that. Well, it's funny too because we have a perfectly good stadium. Like they've been to Rochester a few times, which is like it's like where the minor league hockey team plays, and it's one of those stadiums that they've been going to, like the mid-range stadiums. It fits like 6 to 8. That can look sort of serviceable, but what the fuck are they filling up a like AAA stadium for, or trying to? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
But anyways, I'm still gonna go.
I didn't watch any of the pregame matches. So
Oh, well, tell me about them because I didn't either. Actually, I thought the first match was the Future of Stardom match. I didn't even realize. Did they start off on YouTube before the show started proper?
yeah, apparently, I mean, I don't know why they don't put him on the pay-per-view. It's really weird. It's like I couldn't watch these well, I could have watched these matches, but I didn't. I like this photo where Rana Yagami is kicking Momo Kogo into outer space.
I do like they do have hell of a good photographers. And I do like when we do the recaps, you just like go through their photos. It's a great way to jog the memory, and sometimes they just catch gold.
Kicking Momo Kogo. She should be in, if she's not in Cosmic Angels, like she kicked her to the moon.
To the moon. Komomo. Well, this is Juno. I think we have a record here. I think this is her third match back after yet another injury, and she's still not injured.
And she picked up a big win.
And she won.
Hi. Is she
You can
wearing?
turn this low and then read the thing above it. I want to watch all these the behind the scenes things that they're like doing now is fantastic.
I thought it was like a NASCAR. I thought her outfit was like NASCAR. I thought this was like a M&M's logo. Like, that's what they should be doing. Like, they should start having companies sponsor them like they're NASCAR drivers and start slapping their logos all over the gear. Well, it doesn't say their comments. I thought I click on Kogo because sometimes. Yeah, I thought she'd be more excited about it.
Sometimes she breaks into English.
Yeah, or I thought she'd be more excited about a big win, but apparently she's like, yeah, I kicked Rana Yagami's ass. Like, it is what it is.
Like, I didn't even know her name. I came out here. I was like, who's Rana Yagami? And she's like, oh.
I thought I was
Shuri's
I thought I was going to have to face Shuri. Turns out I just whooped this rookie's ass.
I mean, if anything, I was hoping it was going to be the kiss, kiss, kiss girl, but that's not true.
The Pineapple and Aya Sakura, also known as Other Kurara, beat up on Lady C and Rianne, the new rookie.
Yeah, I've seen her once or twice. I love this rookie class, and that is that Aya Sakura. Is that other Kurara?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, in the shows building up to this, they teamed up a couple times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's.
I don't even know what to say. Like, fill in the blanks. Like, once they get a little experience, I want them to. They're like They're about to be Meltear 3.0. Someone teach them how to pretend to sing.
The only problem the thing I have to say about this match, because it's just like a pre-show match that I didn't really watch, was how come Lady C only wears her really awesome gear when she's gonna get her ass whooped? Like, she's got the really cool well, maybe it's because she always loses on pay-per-views, but she's like, I'm gonna wear my cool pay-per-view gear, but it's like, well, don't wear your cool gear when you're gonna get your ass kicked.
I was gonna ask you when why wasn't Lady C booked, and apparently she was. I just didn't see it because she was Lady C was the main event of the pre-show.
To be fair,
this show was already 5 hours, so if you watched everything, it probably would have been 5.5. Oh my god!
To be fair, she did a lot of ass kicking, and her tag team partner is the one that got pinned.
So who's that other new rookie? You know me. I can't remember their names right away.
I don't know.
Renan?
I don't like to remember their names because then it becomes real.
Yeah, well, yeah, in case they leave. It's like a pet. You don't want to name it until, you know, stuff like that. Like, you can't name your hamster because eventually you're just going to kill the hamster. So, you know, if you don't name it, it's not real. Like you said. But you know what is real? The future of Stardom. Going for her 8th defense.
8th? So, what does Hanan have? 10? Oh, well, you called it. You think... So I think she won this match for this 8th defense, spoiler. She'll probably get her 9th, and then you made a good call that her sister Hina will come out and challenge her to stop her from tying Hanan for most defenses.
But they gotta They gotta do more than just Hina be like, just book the match. They need to do some backstage something and have Hanan pumping her up. Be like, listen, this really means a lot to me. I'll do the dishes for you for an entire month, all your chores, the laundry. All you do is stop our little brat sister from beating my record.
If she beats my record, I'm gonna make your life hell.
I'm moving out. The dishes are all yours.
So I actually took notes, which I usually don't do for this pay-per-view.
well, please go through it. I just wanted to make sure that we said that Rita went up against Kurara, Stardom fans' favorite rookie.
Well, that was my first note of this pay-per-view. Was just Kurara. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Gotta love Kurara. She looks like a. I was gonna say she is a badass. She got that sick ass spear that's better than Goldberg, but she looks like a powder puff cheerleader. It's awesome.
That was the story of this match was basically that. I thought the girls, the young ones, are awesome. And the only thing I actually do remember, well, is one Kurara getting stretched like you wouldn't believe. But then she did land one hell of a spear.
That's all you need, baby. It's like the RKO. There you go. Man, they're photographers. That's like the money shot right there. Man, she just like goes straight through people. You know what it is? Does she have a special name for her spear? Maybe it's a gore. Have you ever heard? Have you heard that? Did you know that no one has ever kicked out of Rhino's gore? Like all
Is that true?
Yeah, like however many thousands of matches he's had, no one's ever kicked out of the gore. You know why? Because if he set you up and he hit you with the gore and you kicked out, it was a spear.
Well done.
Yeah.
You know what's great about her stuff though too is because she's small, and like and a girl against Rita that's a little bigger than her too. It works so good. Like that spear on most of the girls she does it on looks so good because she can literally go full throttle. Like and just put everything she can into it, which is why it looks so amazing. Because like she goes through them, but it can't hurt all that much, right?
So I had some thoughts about.
Did you stick around and clip stuff too? Look at you! Oh my god, you went all out.
Yeah. This move right here that Reena does, I had some thoughts about it. First of all, badass move.
That's like a video game move, like the reverse suplex.
But
like that's something that used to be in like the N64 video games. I'm like, that can't be a real thing that people do.
Well, I was confused. Well, yeah, it doesn't look real. I'm confused because it looks like sliced bread. Like, you know that move? It's like where the person runs up the turnbuckle and they do like a flip and so it's basically like sliced bread, except she's just powering Kurara up by herself. But what confuses me is when you do like sliced bread, which is stupid. It's probably why I remember that move because the name is so stupid. The person like Reena would be taking damage, not Kurara.
Well, yeah, the other girl sort of flips over her. This is literally a reverse suplex. Like picture her turned around. It's literally a suplex, but instead of a back body drop, she's dropping her on her face.
It's like a scorpion death lock or death drop, whatever it's called. Except I just pick you up and suplex you.
Quite frankly, it's awesome. Let's just watch it again.
Well, my question was, yeah, why doesn't it hurt Reena? And then my other question was, I started getting into like, you know, a poison Rana. Like it's like the opposite of a Hurricane Rana. So it's like if you put poison in front of a move, is it just the opposite?
I think that's something that started on the indies and started like catching on like AEWs and like announcing, and now I think it's just a thing that caught on. Like Poison Rana is the reverse Hurricanrana. I think that's the most famous one.
So I was just thinking, like, that move got me thinking, is like, could you just call a sharpshooter like a poison figure 4? Or if you're in a figure 4 and you reverse it and like you switch the pressure, is it like a poison? Now is it a poison sharpshooter?
I like that. You're brilliant today.
So that was my thoughts on that match.
Well, so Rena wins. So we need a challenger didn't come out, which I was half expecting because that's just what happens. So that was 8. So if the Stardom fan theory is correct, she needs one more challenger, which maybe it'll just be any rookie. Hanako's been really strong again. Maybe Hanako gets another chance. Maybe Lady C gets her 18th chance. She'd be like, Lady C, you haven't been eligible for in this for 8 years. You're like 30 now. Like,
I
please.
need this.
I need and Rita's like, I mean, I'll fight you every week. I mean, it's a win. So that could be. But yeah, Hina coming back just in time to have a big match in the summertime or something like that, right? School break. Do they have breaks in school in Japan?
Awesome. Yeah, I guess Hina was hurt because when she came back,
I think she's been hurt.
Yeah. Oh, maybe she still is. But no, I think she was, or maybe you're right. But Rena said that she didn't want Hina to challenge unless she was like 100%. Because apparently that's what happened with Rena when she challenged Hanan. I guess she was like hurt or something, and she challenged Hanan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back on
Yeah.
like, see, it was on like a random house show. Sometimes you get like little gems where it's like they just take the mic and like build their own story, and they'll never put it in a video package.
And Rena's really good at that too. She's fantastic on the mic if you sit there and read her stuff. That Hina came out a month or 2 ago and basically said the same thing. Like, I'm going to challenge you for that belt. But she also said the same thing is like, I have to make sure I'm healthy. She's also bulking up a little bit. She's on the Ruaka training regimen. I'm thinking. So maybe we're going to end up with Hina's box.
Like a power lifter, Hina, like she's already pretty big.
Well, yeah, the girls in general are pretty big. If Hina's the one that bulks up, she's going to be huge.
So she's already eclipsed Hanan's amount of days as champion at 300. Oh, that makes so much sense because in my head, Hanan was like the greatest futures champion. I'm like, why is that? It's because she defended the belt. What do you mean she had 12 futures of Stardom championship matches in less than 300 days? She is defending
we saw her
it nonstop.
all the time. Yeah.
She's closing
and
in
that
on.
That was before New Blood too. So like she was just like they were just throwing her out there every other week for no pay-per-view. Just
True.
Let Hanan get another good win. Do you? Oh man, I almost want to.
She's closing in
that
on
rabbit hole real quick.
Utami's days as champion.
How easy would it be to do a cage match like Hanan's defenses? I almost want to know everyone she beat.
I don't know.
Can't be that hard, can it?
Probably. It's probably a thing. Titles.
Oh, I'm gonna do it. Titles.
Futures. She beat Star. Oh no, that's his first for the title.
Oh yeah, we got them all. So wait, was she won it from Starlight Kid?
No.
No, who did she win it off of?
I don't know how.
Like Rocker or something, right?
I don't think there's a way to see that.
Yeah, well, it's in the WWR page. Like if you go back to title history, it'll say that.
Yeah. Well, it shows the champion.
Oh no, this
is who they beat. Oh, matches. Yes, it does. She beats Ruaka, Lady C, Momokogo, Reena, Mai Sakurai, Hina, Ruaka again, Tomoka Inaba, Waka Tsukiyama, AOI, Awai, and then loses to Ami. Oh, I forgot she lost to Ami. So maybe I'm always like, why does Hanan hate Ami? Well, there you go.
Oh, more Stardom fan storytelling. See, sometimes you get annoyed that you have to tell the story, but I think our story is better than any other story that's being told out there. We finally figured out why Ami and Hanan hate each other. I always just figured because Ami 2.0 came out the same night as Hanan 2.0, and they were jealous that they had the same barber or hairdresser and they looked the same. But it turns out Ami won the belt from her. How do you like that?
Because it was like a new blood that I probably didn't watch.
And Hanan did win it from Ruaka.
Interesting.
Who won it from Unagi? Who won it from Mina?
Mina won the belt, I believe, because Utami threw it in the trash and says, I want to go for bigger and better belts, and they had a tournament.
She won it because Saia was injured. That was like when we first watched and like we heard about the Saia girl.
Oh, the other time.
And then Micah Utami. Starlight is actually the first ever future champion. How do you like that?
Yeah, I remember. I watched that match. I watched the match where Utami beats her, and it's one of like the best Stardom matches there is.
And then after that, Utami had it for like 3,000 days.
You know why? It's because it's like every time I've ever seen Utami and Starlight in like a Oedo Tai versus Queen's Quest like 5-on-5 match. That's happened a million times. Like very rarely, like a lunar eclipse or something, you would see like some one-on-one action between Starlight Kid and Utami, and it's like the best match you've ever seen in your life. And they just never decided to give him like besides that Futures match, they never decided to give him like a proper match against each other.
And that was when they were young too. Could you imagine what they could pull off today? Oh my god!
Right.
All right. Well, thanks for
looking that up.
Letting. Yeah, I don't know. That was just there's something fascinating about the Futures belt. It's always fun, you know. That's why I used to like watching NXT and you know other stuff. It's fun watching the people on their way up. So it's you know we get a neat story from it, and we finally got to the bottom of why Ami's a little prick, or maybe Haned's a little prick that can't get over it.
There's other reasons. Ami did lose to Hanan in the Cinderella.
That is true. I like to think Hanan beat Ami in the Cinderella.
Each their own. I'd like to think that Ami lost it.
I like to think that Rocca's Box should have won the whole thing. And on to our second match.
Yeah, when we did our preview, it was Konami's return teaming up with Shuri and Ami versus to be named later.
Yeah.
And then they must have realized that like E-Nexus V was still a thing, so it was Hanako, Waka, and Zena. Now
I like that team.
Yeah.
Like Zena is awesome. Like, and she's strong. She did like, do you recall? She like sort of does the spin thing, but she basically held her in like a power slam formation and just ran around in circles, almost like a Cesaro spin, except holding her.
Well, on her last match, like 2022 or whatever, before she left Stardom, and she just decided that her and Shuri were gonna have the greatest match of the pay-per-view, like middle of the show, and then she just left for a year and a half.
Yeah, Zena being back is great, and I don't know Hanako. I love Monster Hanako. Like I love everything they're doing.
She's a kaiju.
Basically, maybe Waka just needs to be popping bottles in the back. Maybe that's just sort of her E-Nexus Venus role.
That's funny because like one of my notes was that when did Waka get awesome? Like, I'm watching this match and Waka is doing her hip attacks that look like they're taking people's heads off. They're better than Kenny Omega's like V triggers. You remember that? Like one time you were like, "Oh, it's versus like Kenny Omega versus Cody," and then you're like, "Man, Kenny's like knee strikes look incredible." And I'm like, "Look at Cody's face, and his nose is bent sideways." Like, of course they look good.
Yeah, you're the one that smartened me up to they look so good because he's really doing them. But I thought the same. Well, I think we've thought that for a while. But when Waka's with a talent, she's an A wrestler. She's one of the best wrestlers that don't win.
Yeah.
I mean, that's plain and simple. I thought she'd have some kind of belt by now. When she got her first win, I thought I was feeling the rocket strap, but I don't know. She has her role, I guess. I like if you. It's funny because I have on my screen too the site, and it's sort of going cycling itself. So I just saw the picture where they're on the ramp, and E-Nexus Venus is like in shorts at tallest. It's actually a pretty badass picture.
I
It
like
makes
that.
Hanako even look like more of a monster because Zena presents herself as big, doesn't she?
Well, that was my other note. I said I like Xena, and then my note was she's basically Barbie mixed with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well done.
Also, I guess Unagi has a tongue piercing too. Oh no, Tommy. Oh, I was gonna say I thought I was how to start a list.
Andrew Richardson thinks it's about time, and he's producer 2.0. Thinks it's about time for the quarterly power rankings. Does the math line up? It's like I think we're at the point where we do about 2 quarterly power rankings a year. Sounds about right, right?
It makes sense.
It makes sense. It's the Stardom fan way.
Xena's comments maybe were pretty funny. I don't know why. Oh no, it was like Waka responding to Xena. So Konami makes her big comeback. I'm surprised Konami got to win a match in Stardom, but she wins the match by stretching Waka.
She usually doesn't, does she?
Yeah, she won the match by stretching every single one of Waka's limbs and then putting her in an armbar.
Oh, she kicked the shit out of her.
Yeah, it was brutal.
And Waka's a screamer, so that was pretty funny.
But does Xena care that they lost the match on the pay-per-view?
Probably not. She's the one holding the belt.
Okay. Yeah. Gotai should not be celebrating anything because the artist titles are still with EXV.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, she's like, I don't give a fuck.
Fighter. I can't wait to step in the ring with you again.
Oh, your pleasure. So you want to do match again versus Konami?
Yeah.
Single match? Yes. Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. And then just moves on.
Yeah, Waka says, "Oh, cool," and is like instantly mortified. She's like, "You want to fight Konami again?" Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah, you have fun.
Yes. Oh, cool.
I'll tell you who Waka's not gonna who's not gonna be in there. Waka
While she's holding her
safe and sound.
While she's holding her elbow together with an ice pack.
Yes. Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. I like that she holds the belt upside down too, by the way.
Yeah.
Be celebrating anything because the artist titles are still with EXV.
Yeah.
And Konami, welcome back. You're one heck of a fighter. I can't wait to step in the ring with you again.
Not even breaking a sweat. Poor Waka is over here holding her arm together. She's like, yeah, have fun.
You know what? I didn't notice that with Xena. I did say to Cole, because if you're not in our Stardom Fan Discord, go to stardomfan.com or look in the show notes. They watch alongs all the time, sometimes. But so we were watching it with a half a dozen people. Cole right from the beginning, and I said to him, like, I don't think Shuri broke a sweat. I'm not even sure she tagged into the match. So yeah, so Xena did a little bit of work, but then Waka got her ass kicked for the last 10 minutes. But Shuri, I mean, she looked like she was ready to go clubbing or something afterwards.
Here, I'll go backwards in time. So next there was a high-speed title match, but I just wanted to get
Wow, was I surprised.
Fukigen's post-match comments out of the way.
She sat down just to say that and leave. You gotta love Fukigen.
You can, I like that you can hear the chain. She leaves. Wait, what does that mean? It's anybody's guess. What a weird match.
So we have the greatest wrestler in the company, Saya Kamatani, in a four-way match for the high-speed belt. Saki Kashima is the champion going into this. We have Saya Ida, who's the New Blood champion, and Fukigen Death just for fun. Like, just looking at this on paper, you're like, of course Saya Kamatani should win. But then you almost think to yourself, well, how is she going to get screwed? Because she's like almost way too good for this belt. But it turns out when you're the best in the match. Oh, and did I mention new gear? Like, you want to talk about cool, royal, beautiful, the big red machine, your red queen, if you will, the golden red phoenix. Holy cow, Saya.
Nah, I like my Golden Phoenixes to be Shamrock Shake.
Nah, man, the golden phoenix and the red queen have merged into one unstoppable being.
Yeah, she had red gear. And then she won the match.
That's really all there was to say. There was about 18 Kishikashis that like got broken up. Like Saki Kashima should have won. I think the best part about the match though was didn't afterwards it happen like a tug of war for the belt. Like didn't Saki go to like hand Saya the belt and put it around her and then try to run away? And then there was basically a tug of war where Shuri was like holding on to Kashima and Saya was holding on to the belt and there's
Yeah.
the tug of war for Kashima and the belt. But Saya wins. Saya wins the belt, the high speed championship, which can do nothing but create amazing matches. You give me Saya versus Starlight. You give me Saya versus May Sierra. I'm only going to say this to see if Enigma actually shows up. You give me Saya versus Azumi. Like, nothing but good matches should come of this. And it's just the first step to basically, by the time this year is over, I think Saya should have every belt. All of them.
All of
Every
them?
one. All of them. And then go to Marigold, take their shitty belts, and then bring them back home and dump them in the garbage can.
Saki did not want to let go of that belt.
You found the picture. Yo, that shit was amazing.
Saya's post-match comments are pretty badass. But
I was gonna say you play her audio underneath you saying it. That'd be fantastic. That would make perfect sense.
yeah. She's a high-speed champion, and she's got this cool new red costume that has various meanings. Have you seen my sick new costume?
It's her homage.
I'm the new to what? I'm the new high-speed champ.
Is it a Pokemon thing? Like when the Phoenix and the Utami merge, they turn into a new being? They like evolution or something?
But I don't know.
Dragon Ball. Pex is in the other room correcting me. It's like,
What?
no, you
Oh,
nerd.
when they fuse, yeah, when they fuse,
When they fuse.
yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist.
I don't know. I'm not an anime nerd. I was gonna try to think of something.
I am, but from 20 years ago, so none of my stuff is relevant.
I mean, I assume every other anime is copied off of Dragon Ball, so probably you could name an anime. They probably all do fusion.
I would say every 5 year. Oh, well, with polymorph, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh summon. You fuse them together, boom, you got a new monster. Oh, it's not polymorph. No, man, I'm getting all my nerdy stuff moved. Poly Yu-Gi-Oh.
Ah, damn it! I'm not gonna post it because
Polymerization. There it is, Juno. So what you do is you grab your Saya Kamatani card on the field. You got your Utami card on the field. Then you play polymerization. Boom. You have the new high speed champion.
I was gonna post from like I was gonna find a video, but it would like immediately get demonetized for playing 2 seconds of a Yu-Gi-Oh clip. But there's like, it's the weirdest polymerization ever. It's like I don't know the names of the card. Like one of them is like a praying nun, and then you fuse the praying nun card with like some girl in a bikini,
Oh,
and then it turns into like a punk rock kid with like a metal guitar. And people are just joke. I'm like, oh, it's just weird. It's like, why would they fuse into like some like buff punk rock dude? And people are saying that like, oh, it's just like 2 lesbian moms like being supportive of the punk rock kid.
that's pretty funny.
But she says, please look forward to a new Saia where I break down all my stereotypes.
What's her stereotype? Is that she's awesome? Yo, she was in a film once. I haven't seen the link yet. Oh, she is pumped for this belt. She's always happy, isn't she? I can't believe Triple H hasn't found her yet. He wasted his time with Gulia. She is so over the top.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Oh, that was up
Is it time already?
for E-Nexus Venus.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because I'm like, I guess by the time the match is over, you find out why they're even having it. But it's like, was there a story? Silly question, probably. Why just out of nowhere is Mina fighting Natsuko
I'm gonna every time we talk about this Mina or Micah or whatever, anyone from EXV, I have to just mention that it's really annoying how it almost spells Venus. Almost.
Well, that's why I say E-Nexus Venus. It's just, I don't even remember what the E stands for.
Well, there's 2 E's. No, because you could spell Venus and then you X the E. That's what it means.
That's what it is.
Because like VENUS, then you X the E, and you have a really awesome tag or fraction.
Oh my god! Why didn't she ever just do like something called Club Venus and then just like win all the belts?
All
That
of
would
them?
work. Well, there was a white belt and a tag belt, and I mean that was just the start of it. I could have kept going.
Is there a reason this match even happened?
Yeah, for the finish.
But why is this
Which,
match
for
happening?
what it's worth, it's called an invalid match when the match was thrown out 10 minutes into it when it clearly should have been disqualification and Mina should have won. I have no idea why this. Do you want a fantasy book why this match has happened? Can you even? I can't even pretend to come up with a story why they had a feud other than the 2 women didn't have a match that night.
Because Tora is jealous of Utami, and now that she's gone, she has to have like a new hate romance.
Philip Newton comes in and says, Sori and Mayu was a banger. Damn right it was, and holy shit, did Mayu get her ass kicked. What first?
That's not how I saw it.
So,
Yeah. I'm just puzzled by that it's going down in
And
the
we
books
blew.
as they just threw the match out, even though Mina got like poison misted to the face while the referee was looking, and then all of Oedo jumped in and was jumping her, and then Thecla makes a surprise reappearance and beats Mina with well, oh my god, I'm so flustered. What's her name? Tora's bat pipe, whatever. And then after all of that, the ref says, "Yeah, it's a draw."
That just reminds me, like, I think it's another thing me and Cole were talking about when we were watching this live. All of Oedo jumps Mina 1 minute into the match and start chair bowling her. To the point where I'm like, oh, this must be one of those no disqualification matches that I didn't know it was a no disqualification match. It wasn't. So they literally let her get her, like this referee literally let her get her ass kicked.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like
for like the first 5 minutes of the match. Tora's just sitting in there hanging out.
and it wasn't even like a title match where you can be like, all right, I don't want to like disqualify someone in a title match. It was like a regular just singles match.
Right? Good night, Angelo.
Maybe the ref was as baffled as like everyone else that watched it. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that actually.
We always need more of Rucka's box, Cole.
Oh yeah, there was plenty of yeah, Mina got her ass like pounded by Raka's box. Everyone was taking turns like hitting Mina with it.
It was pretty much everything but her box. We were waiting for the box, but there was sticks. I mean, everything else.
And then the box came out.
Thekla, what do you think? Join. It almost makes sense, and I don't even know that I'm mad at it. I think Thekla is a bad guy. Just, I think it's awesome. Oh, let's hear some comments. Thekla, what do you have to say for yourself after coming in and beating up Mina?
Thekla is back.
Whoa!
So, this is the new Stardom, huh? Looks like the trash took itself out. Everybody love.
Can you turn that up a little bit? We'll start this over.
Fuck.
The trash took itself out and called itself Marigold.
Now, I've made my decision. I wasn't sure if I was gonna come back to Stardom, but here I am because my plan is to completely eradicate idol culture. Every cute girl with a fake baby voice trying to sell shit to all you pervs out there, I'm gonna come after all of them. All the nuts boys, all the Tam Nakanos, and first of all, Mina Shirakawa. And let me tell you something. From now on, I'm gonna be doing whatever I want. And I'm gonna be going wherever I want. And if you shitheads ever thought that I was gonna be a side character, you were wrong. I'm a main bitch. Now watch me kill your idols.
So she's like the legend killer Randy Orton.
Going on a regular YouTube. Because I have a feeling that there's a lot of people that like don't go to WWR. We got to put that up there. That is cool. That is amazing.
She's basically like legend killer Randy Orton, except instead of like punting, basically she's gonna like punt the idols in the head, whereas like Randy Orton was like punting the creepy old men who would buy like the Tam Nakano merch.
That's amazing. Twilight Dream just had a heart attack. It's like,
So
no, not Tam. Don't go cutting after Tam.
Well,
I'm gonna be replaying that. I'm putting that up tomorrow. I'm just gonna right from the site. Nothing fancy.
And we'll just keep going. I was gonna skip ahead and like,
That was
whatever.
good.
We'll I want to play. This
I would
video.
usually skip ahead, but no, go ahead. Well, because the next match, Tam Nakano versus her grandparents, I loved it.
Oh,
I thought it was gonna be the bathroom break. There's one match I want to clip for a highlight reel, and this is it. Every time Natsupoi does a somersault or a cartwheel, and one of the big old ladies just like do a back body drop like a tree falling in the woods, crash. This is the greatest match I've ever seen in my life. And then they got smushed for real. I can't believe any of them can walk after that. There were big girls jumping on a whole bunch of little girls and not taking any weight off.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you liked it.
Hey, for what it's worth too, I was also sipping on a couple drinks. It was a Saturday night, so that might add something to do with it. How much I liked it. Kevin Cabeza in the house. Hey, buddy.
I'm a little sad that this was in my notes. I'm a little sad that like our little puzzle Gremlin is not in rainbows anymore. I do like that the tag team champs are matching. May's got more like the black and gold, and then there's a little rainbow on Suzu. I'm like, I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. Although it was confusing pretty much throughout the whole match that May Sierra like looks totally different now. She's got the colored hair, like the different trunks instead of like the big shorts that don't fit her. I'm like, I barely could recognize her.
She doesn't smile.
So
it's like,
so you want to no sell Meltear, which I understand, and go right to the Stardom Championship match for the Goddess belt.
well, no, I just wanted to like cover this for something that happens at the
Oh.
end, and then go back.
Oh, nice.
May doesn't smile anymore. It's like it's like she's got a cool new friend that she's trying to like impress. She's like, yeah, we don't smile. Smiling's for losers.
It's all she does. She's been like trying to copy this. Anyone she's been friends with, Mina to Megan Bain, like she just like she latches on, and Susie's the only one that's accepted her.
May has dropped the terrible drop kick for the greatest finisher I've ever seen.
All right.
Oh,
Raka's box. She did that to Ruaka.
it is a backflip. It's a how to describe this move? It's a backflip Kishikashi pin / suplex.
Cole just said in chat, we popped for a part where Suzu was like kicking the shit out of Fingerbang Miyu, just like live round punches.
That is a
Dude,
awesome
that pinning maneuver is insane.
It
Wait,
is-
do that one more time. I'm trying to figure out how the physics works. How the fuck did... How much work did Ruaka have to do to get into that? Just go for the ride, I guess. My God, that was awesome.
the greatest finishing move ever. Any move that just ends with a pin is also like high in my book. But
Well,
if you
yeah, I like that.
But if you notice, like right before that, Starlight Kid tries to hit.
No, not Ruaka.
She tries to hit May with Ruaka's box. May ducks. She tries to hit her again. And it's going slow. Whatever. She tries to hit her again.
I like the slow-mo.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Oh, and then bam! Starlight Kid costs.
Ruaka got her own box in her face?
And you know what happens when that happens? I mean, that would make...
That doesn't make her...
That would
make anyone cranky.
Yeah, that would not... That would not make you very happy.
At least they still got May Sierra's music, or is that just because she got the pin?
Oh, I was gonna say they came out to Suzu's music, which annoyed me.
Yeah.
This is the music they should be using. This music can cure cancer.
And then it should be properly muted.
Eh.
Yeah, you know what? That circus music can't be copyrighted.
Oh!
No one puts Ruaka's box in their own face. Oh no! So Ruaka started the beatdown. Ruaka starts the beatdown on Starlight Kid. Everyone jumps in, and it turns out, Oedo Tai style, Starlight Kid is no longer a member. She has been exiled.
You get beat in.
Who's gonna come for the save?
You get beat in, and you get beat out. It's like a gang.
Yeah, that is true. The only reason she was here is because she was stolen. This has been a weird couple years for her.
Now, At this point, I was very angry. Not that Starlight was getting beat up, because I'm like, I think she's better than being Natsuko's like whipping boy. She should be the leader of her own group. I was annoyed because it's like they're beating her own teammates are beating her up. She's leaving a Oedo tie, and in my head, I'm just thinking, great, this is just setting up for her to be best friends with Izumi, which is what they both want. So I was like very annoyed. But just look who comes out to make the save.
I was surprised. I was trying to think. I'm like, because it's obviously happening. I'm like, who's going to save? Who's going to save? And I guess I should have seen it coming, but I didn't.
Here, let me reload it. But the match ends in exactly 11 minutes. And you'll like that her move is apparently called checkmate.
That's fantastic. And this...
Yeah. Rocka's going to say some crap. Doesn't matter.
Rocka actually sounded pretty good on the mic and confident. It's like the last thing I remember her saying is that she likes beef tongue. Then there's this fucking bitch, Tora.
And then Tora says some crap. Oh! Tam Nakano with a broken neck.
Tam Nakano with the save. Covering up Starlight. Do they even have... Oh, I guess they do. They have a pass from like forever ago?
So...
My favorite thing, which I think you liked before you answer that question, is when Tam talks to Starlight, she whispers to her cat ears instead of her real ears.
As would I.
Well, yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
It's like, are we gonna see a Cosmic Kitty? How many times have I said?
Yes. Oh, that writes it. See? Your storytelling. How many times do I gotta say that tonight?
How many times have I said Starlight Kid?
The storytelling.
Starlight Kid's TikTok is basically Cosmic Angels dancing.
Are you telling me that Tam Nakano's basically the Chris Jericho of Stardom? She's just gonna glam on to the next hot thing and try to get herself over?
Now notice that when Saki Kashima got beat up by Oedo Tai, Izumi says, "Haha, you wanna be my minion?" And then she went and joined God's Eye. Meanwhile, Tam is in here whispering to the cat ear, like, "Hey, it's okay, we'll be friends." But does she...
I know, they never actually hug it out or anything, though. She almost just basically falls into her because she can't walk. She's a big fan of petting the kid.
Oh, and neither can Tam.
Oh my god. Juno. When was this?
Yeah,
I think this turns out... I think this was the official rubbing day. We finally figured it out.
If Tam tries to do rubbing day, yeah, that's Starlight's gimmick. They can't have two cats.
No, Tam's doing the rubbing.
Starlight Kid is gonna use Tam as a scratching post. That's crazy. I wanted to play that because they did like a show like the day, I don't know, a show a day
Jesus,
or two
how
after the
quick are
pay-per-view.
you? This is like, yeah, today or something.
Today, yeah.
Yeah, turn it up. She'll be speaking a language I understand.
Well, she's asking where Starlight Kid is.
She's calling out Starlight? Oh, that's right, because they kicked her out. This deck was being mean. Whoa! She's yelling, fuck Starlight Kid. Why is she so angry?
The new era starts with a new Stardom and with a new era and with a new Kekunda!
Juno, before all this happened, it's actually well, it was on my mind, and I wanted to bring it up before the pay-per-view. I was gonna ask you, is there a chance that Thecla comes back to Stardom? Because she was like best friends with Julia. I don't know if it's a contract thing or maybe she wants to, but it turns out she is having a blast in the new Stardom, the new Oedo Tai. Like she's about to take this shit over.
Jeez.
Good, because we don't fucking need her. Fuck Starlight Kid!
Oh my god.
There's more. Also, if you know that Starlight Kid is your Spark Joshi champion.
I forgot she's a Spark Joshi.
Oh.
Hi, Mitch.
Hi.
Just in time to hear "fuck Starlight Kid." Oh man.
Oh man, Tam trying to protect Starlight from another beatdown. Oh, firing back.
Oh, Tam's got to whoop Natsuko Tora's ass.
Oh, and down goes Tam. Oh, no. Oh, but then here comes Momo. Another ass beating. Oh my god. Yeah, get in there. What took you so? Come on, Kurara. Hit a spear.
Kiss. Oh, Thecla has to hate the Angels. All of them.
She's gonna try to take out the Angels.
She's just like, Thecla's just, Tam's just covering up Starlight Kid, like Starlight's helpless, just sort of taking live rounds.
And look who shows up at the very end to make the save.
Mayu?
Oh, this is just getting better and better and better. Because I believe...
What is happening?
During Fight Week, Stardom
Fight Week is amazing.
Is going back to Mayu's hometown, Yamaguchi. So they have no problem beating the crap out of Starlight Kid and Tam, but all Mayu has to do is get the fuck out of my ring.
Mayu once won Starlight Kid back, and Starlight was like, "No, I'm good."
She took an ass beating from Oedo Tai.
Mayu once wrestled for 45 minutes to win that.
To win back Starlight Kid, Mayu had to do a 1v5 gauntlet match. And basically, Oedo Tai, they're not dummies. Like, they just realized we can lose 4 times in a row. We just got to win that final match. So, like, I think the first 3 or 4 opponents, like Konami, and I don't even know who it was, Natsuko, I don't know all the members of Oedo Tai at the time. They're all just getting in the ring and beating Mayu with bats and pipes and chairs and chains to the point where the ref just says, "No, this is done," and calls off the match. And Mayu is laying in a heap, like just beaten and broken. And Oedo Tai is like, "Ha ha, like we kicked your ass, Mayu. You're a loser. You have no more friends. We took everybody." And then Mayu did the ultimate, like, goated move where, if you know how it's like, I'll be watching like Raw or SmackDown, like 2019,
Sam
2020.
brings that up. No, because we watched it and I started like after the pandemic, so it was like May 2021. I want to say it was like May.
But sometimes I'll be watching like a Raw or SmackDown, and like they'll have like a talking segment, and someone's music will play, and you're like, why did they play that person's music and not the other? That's what Mayu said. Basically, Oedo Tai is talking all this shit, even though technically Mayu won the match because she won by disqualification. So she says, "Wait a minute," and she like pulls herself back up to her feet. She's like, "Play my music. I won the match."
But Starlight doesn't go with her. Starlight's like, "No, I'm happy here," which makes everything sadder. Starlight chose to be in Oedo Tai after she was kidnapped for 3 weeks, and
hey, she had a good run.
Happened to her.
Mayu says, "Starlight, doesn't it make sense? It's like, now that you're out of Oedo Tai, you started in
Yeah,
Stars.
what are you doing with Tam? Exactly. That makes way more sense.
She says you started with Stars. Doesn't it make sense that you come back? And she goes on to say, "We have a show in my hometown coming up. Why don't you and Tam team up with me
Oh, that's cool.
for a OG Stars reunion?"
Oh, Natsupoi's gonna be jealous.
Starlight Kid, she's like she's just getting the rough of getting her ass beat over and over. At least she's a hot commodity.
Everyone's fighting over her.
She's like, "You two are gonna tag with me in my hometown." And you know what Mayu loves to do in her hometown?
Win.
Deliver ass beatings to a Wado tie.
It's nice to see that Mayu isn't sad anymore. She seems to be having fun again. Maybe not during that Sori match, but like in general.
I like that Starlight right here, like, is like, "Fuck you, I don't want to talk." Kicks the
She
microphone.
really hasn't been like. She's been like accepting the save because she doesn't want to get her ass kicked, but she hasn't like come across as like friendly or. Just more Tam whispering in the ear.
Into the
weirdo.
In the cat ear that's on her forehead. What is she whispering? You know what? What's more awkward, Tam whispering into the cat ear or The Rock handing Cody Rhodes a random thing from that Raw where he just gives him something to shove in his pocket?
Take the gimmick. That's because they don't know what it is yet. You got to have all the weirdos figure it out. Just like this, you have all the weirdos figure out what is she saying.
Oh man, that's I don't know the term, but that's a term in like science fiction and like fantasy worlds where basically you let the fans put out their own like theories about what the universe should be like, and then you just go, "Yeah,
you just take the best one."
Yeah, you're
that's
like,
what we were doing the whole time.
So there's some crazy fan on Twitter right now. It's like, "Oh, see what Cody got handed by The Rock," and it's like, "Yeah, that's the one we're gonna use."
My boy Max, he was calling that it was MJF's diamond ring or something. That's what he was saying. Like, here it comes.
That's the brass ring. Natsupoi.
There's just a thing in Stardom like that too. That's why I brought you up. You're like, sometimes you gotta let the fans like stew on it for a little while.
Right in time for Fight Week.
Oh my god, I know. We gotta finish this up first though. Hold on. I need a break. Catch up with the chat. You haven't said hi to anybody.
It's hard to keep track of all that.
No, I know. You're producing this whole show. Everyone knows that. I need a minute. I'll be back quickly.
Also, there will be. What day is the show going to be? 5/3. There's going to be streamers allowed again. Which, you know what? Bring the streamers back. It's annoying that they're not back already. Mayu's been busy promoting the new movie. Oh, that's true. Yeah, she's been busy like with her movie. And obviously all the stuff with Rossi, so it's like she's finally can just go back to wrestling and having fun. Who is this? Oh, it's the ring announcer. What does she have to say? Azumi has blue in her hair now, which looks sick. Oh, here we go. Yeah, wish they would match their outfits better. Miyu's got new gear. It looks pretty cool. She almost looks like cotton candy or bubble gum. Picture of SLK and a Poi t-shirt. Where's that at? Is it like Starlight Kid's Twitter? Oh, Starlight Kid's POV. You're about to get freezer bombed.
That's not okay.
Oh, Instagram.
Oh no, we can't be falling down this rabbit hole.
You started it.
I needed a moment. We've been going an hour and a half strong.
All right, that was the awesome. Not awesome if you're Starlight Kid, but awesome.
It's gonna end up being awesome for Starlight Kid.
Yeah.
You can skip it.
What?
It's out of order, anyways.
So.
Meltear doing Meltear things.
Well, I had more notes. I had notes on this match. I wanted to say that
Meltear versus Aja Kong and Kaoru Ito.
You didn't mention Aja Kong's box for some reason.
Aja Kong's box. That's another thing we brought up during our live when we were doing the watch along. Is that Aja Kong's box looks a lot like it's just sort of a waste paper basket that maybe you'd see in a bathroom. But Aja Kong was also throwing her box around.
I want to say that I take back everything bad I've ever said about Meltear. That I think
Have you said anything bad about him?
That I think that I've had it. Things were really good in Stardom. So like, when you're like the best wrestler in the world, when you're like one of the 5 best wrestlers in the world, and I'm like, yeah, but you're not as good as like Mayu and Utami and Saia Kamatani. I just want to say that Tam is better than Taylor, and that Meltear is goated.
Well, they did manage to make these 2 old women that can't move around the ring have an amazing match.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a garbage match for sure, except for this like moment right here.
Yo, Natsupoi, like both of these girls die. Like they get smushed. They're a combined weight of Meltear is the combined weight of one of their opponent's legs. She took nothing off of that. That's ridiculous. The fact Natsupoi still has ribs is insane.
Oh, dead.
And once again, 2 people that don't work for Stardom could go over the ex-Red Belt champions.
Yes.
I still love the match. I thought it was a fucking glorious clusterfuck.
There was. I'm just gonna move past it.
I mean, they literally got their ass kicked. It was insanity.
Do you think that
the fact that Tam came out for the save a match later was nuts? I was like, I didn't think Tam would be conscious.
You always got to be looking to recruit. I want to see if she speaks into the cat ears. So, Starlight Kid doesn't say anything. She's like, I don't want to say anything right now. And she's like, okay. Speak into the cat ear. What do you think she says? She's been doing that for months.
Slowly trying to recruit. Yes. Huh? She looks into. She always looks into the camera all goofy too.
What did she just say? Starlight Kid's even like, what did you just, you weirdo?
Why are you yelling at me?
Yeah, I can. Well, she's got to yell. She thinks she's deaf because she's like, every time I say something into your ear, you don't hear me. Some people.
The freelancer Sori challenges Mayu Iwatani for her IWGP Women's Championship belt.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
I thought Mayu got her ass whooped.
That's funny because I thought the opposite. Mayu kicked the shit out of Sori.
I felt like Sori deserved more of an ass whooping. Like when she was like all Sori's stuff looked super stiff, and I wanted to see Mayu's footprint on the side of her face, and I don't think that ever happened.
You, I think, watched a different match than me then.
It's possible.
Which is interesting.
Sometimes I watch things in reverse. No, it was good though. It was entertaining as fuck, and it was what makes the Japanese wrestling fun. Like two great wrestlers.
Yeah, it started off
going
like
a little strong style and having like whooping each other's ass, having a great match.
Started off like a classic New Japan style strong pay-per-view match, strong style pay-per-view match, which if you like that kind of stuff, that's the kind of stuff you'll like. And then it turned into an awesome Mayu match.
What do you think about Silver Mayu?
I think that hang on. I want to show this part. Sori slaps Mayu. I'll just let it play, and then I'll say my comment that I wrote. What the fuck? She proceeds to beat the shit out of her.
She had moments, but they were sort of quick. I think Sori got the better of her.
Dude, this is a mugging.
Zombie. Well, it is, but then it's over. Like, it wasn't the zombie Mayu I wanted.
This is an absolute mugging. If the ref had to pull her off. Oh my god.
There's a couple points of this match where I don't think they were playing anymore.
Like there?
Like most of it. Yeah, that was probably one of the spots where I was just like, I think Mayu might have had enough.
And then Mayu... So my comment for that was all of that for one slap.
That's a real hard slap.
You have to watch this back again, dude. After this slap, she is not. She's so pissed off.
She went in for another slap and just went nuts.
Dude, Mayu's nuts. She misses she goes to stomp her and misses. Oh! Okay, right here. Like, Mayu doesn't miss. She's just kicking the crap out of her.
Sori was probably afraid of how hard that was going to be if she was still in dodge.
I think you're probably right. I think Mayu had enough of her shit.
But then it turned into a wrestling match again where Sori started whooping her ass. I think that part right there is the only 18 seconds where Mayu got mad.
There's also this moment where Mayu hits like the coldest move ever and then says, "Nah, I'm not done with this bitch yet."
もう応援の気持ち伝わりますね本当に。
ミス高いです本当に。ミス高いですね。
He's like, not done with you, bitch.
この体重では信じられない音がしますよね。何なんだろうこの人は。そして今度は高橋。
There's little things like that. I don't think she took anything off that splash. I think
Definitely
I think the girls were very happy to make each other feel their moves.
But then they shake hands at the end.
Something happens with that bell rings, I guess, huh? And then some lady that people were freaking out about because she wrestled for Stardom and retired when she was 19 came out, and I don't know who she is, so I didn't care.
This is what the winner of the match looks like. Does not look happy.
No.
She's usually happy. Anyway, it's like, are you gonna? I felt like you would have a rant about Hanan versus Seriano.
Well, it was the match. It was obviously the match of the year, just from the entrances. I mean, we have Seriano, the effing coolest wrestler in Stardom, and the future ace of the company, future icon, if you will, Hanan as the challenger, the most recent Cinderella champion. Like, obviously. And then, considering we literally just watched a fight to go back to like Pro Wrestling 101 and have one of the greatest matches of all time, that's what happened here.
I'm gonna just cycle through these two pictures.
One of these things is not like the other. Well, after Hanan did her entrance and did her smiley thing, she had a game face on right from the bell. Like she was angry, she was ready to go.
And then
Sori just looks like, yeah, she basically just looks like a serial killer. She's pointing to the dimple and not even smiling.
She's trying not to smile.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't help yourself.
Now this match. Oh yeah, I was gonna say for the most part, Hanan was just beating the crap out of Saori. I was pretty surprised.
Yeah, Hanan got a lot of stuff in, and it was a good size too, because Saori could do a lot of like Saori does a lot of fun stuff, and like Hanan's a good size, so they could do some stuff to each other, like and it looked real. Like a lot of the moves, as you have it on the screen, the chokes is like they. This was a believable match. That
Hey,
was
Saori's
awesome.
smiling.
She's always smiling when she's choking someone out. Dude, this match went over 20 minutes. That felt like 3 minutes. It was so effing good. Time flies when you're having fun.
Well, this move was interesting because Saori is using both of Hanan's arms to choke her out. So she can't...
It's like with the little kid. It's like, why are you hitting yourself?
Like, she can't tap, which is like... It's just... I'm just fascinated by this move. She can't tap because both of her arms are being used to strangle herself, which is awesome. But she's being choked, so I don't think she can say, I quit. Like... Would this match, if this was the final move of the match, would it just end in fatality?
Finisher.
Like, how can Hanan tap out? Hang on.
I mean, they did all the hits. I mean, there was the famouser Hanan's flying off the top rope like she's Tam Nakano again. The back body drop finisher Saori ends up kicking out of. I mean, Saori's just really strong right now. She definitely has the ability to be the second best white belt champion of all time.
I don't think I've seen Saori lose a singles match. Have you?
No, I don't think she ever has.
Now, coming up in a second here, you're going to see that Hanan has Sori beat 100%. But then she gets a little greedy.
Oh, is this the finish? Yeah.
Probably.
Wait, go back again. There's a point where the ref fucks up. Can you go back like 30 more seconds?
Nope. That's somewhere. I don't know where it is. I know what you're talking about. Oh, right here.
There it is.
Oh,
Yeah. No. 1, 2, 3. What's he waiting at pointing for? I thought he was pointing at the bellman to fucking ring the bell because it's over. This motherfucking ref. 1, 2, 3. Come on, you motherfucker.
Well, the match doesn't end until the bell rings. So if that guy's not ready, it doesn't matter what he counts. You gotta say, "Hey, you, do your job."
Yo, we need a better. I'm
It's
just saying the ref fucked up. I'm saying the ref fucked up.
Nah, the bell keeper fucked up. Timekeeper. Regardless, Hanan just pinned Sori for a 5 count. Hits her with one suplex. Goes for a second. And then the greatest pin.
The coolest pin in the world. That's when I actually thought Hanan was going to win, because that's like something, well, American wrestling has been doing that more, but that's been big in Japan, where it's like if your finisher doesn't win, you do it 3 more times, sort of like 3 crossroads. So when they had just said fuck it and went for her finish backdrop driver again, I was like, oh my God, she's actually going to win this.
Nah, she had her beat. She had Sori pinned for a 5 count. The ref was too slow. Hits her with her finish again and then picks her up.
Well, Hanan was actually knew that the ref was so incompetent that she thought she had to literally knock out Sayori so the ref could count to 20 if he had to. So there's a rematch in the making after probably a couple other matches for some stupid reason.
I'm thinking for next year's award show, we got to have like Gumby. Like, who's the biggest Gumby of the year?
Oh, well, yeah, the reigning champion was Mayu until Sayori showed up. Holy shit. There's a part in this match where Hanan's tried to stretch Sayori into a submission. I'm like, yo, you know that's not going to work. It's impossible. Like, she can roll up into a ball backwards. It's insane.
I could just stare at that pin forever. It's insane. Like,
the first time I saw it, that's when she won the artist title, like with Kyrie. Like one of the first matches I've ever seen her in. It was with that pin. Like, it's like the bridging pin, and you're holding her feet down with your feet. It is. It's ridiculous.
And Hanan's trying to wiggle free.
Of course she did. She gets free once, and then but there's nothing she can do.
I like Tam's reaction. Yeah.
You know what I'm curious about?
Tam's
Can we see
been
that
all
one
over
more
this show.
time to see how quick the ref went down to count that pin?
Oh, he took just as much time.
I don't know. He was down there pretty quickly.
Look at this. He should be counting. He should be counting right now. Look, he walks over. Watch, I'll do the count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm gonna have quite the beef for this. I'm just gonna say. I think Hanan got screwed.
It's just not your time.
That's true.
Now that is
win the 5-star.
Dude, that is a face. That is a face like holy shit. I did not expect that fight.
That was a good match. I mean, Hanan's really good, and Sayori's I don't know, one of the top 3 wrestlers in the entire company.
True.
You'd expect nothing less. I mean, that was basically the main event. I don't know if there's anything else you want to talk about tonight.
Well,
well, you know what? Sayori had a couple challengers come. I'm no selling the main event, obviously, but Sayori had a couple challengers come out, which was cool yet slightly annoying.
I just wanted to cover that Oedo Tai is like the worst faction of all time. Terrible teammates. If you notice, so this is a 2 best out of 3 falls match. Momo Watanabe
for the
beats
world championship.
Micah clean in the middle, which is interesting, with no cheating.
The first, for fall 1, right?
She just beats.
I'm like, oh my god, we have a new red belt champion. I'm like, oh, I forgot there was fucking best.
Yeah, there was
2 out of
that.
3.
There was that first. We were jumping up and down like Momo's the new champ. Like, oh wait, the match is still going. It was best. So Momo wins the first fall clean in the middle. So Momo got screwed. Like, did Micah? Micah's the one who
Dude.
asked for how. Why is that fair? Why does the champion just get to decide? Hey, if you beat me, you don't really beat me. You have to beat me again.
In what world does the girl wrestling from the heel faction that does nothing but cheat, the only fall she wins is the one that's a regular wrestling match where you have to win clean in the middle? Like, she literally proved that she's the better wrestler.
Now you'll notice that Uraka and Natsuko are holding a table so that Momo can put Micah through it. And this is how you know, like, both of them need to be out of the group. Like, Uraka is gone. Natsuko needs to be gone. Because Micah is gonna.
Well, Natsuko's calling the shots. I think Ruaka in the box should probably just take over.
Watch, ready? She's wiggling free. Boom, right here. Why are you not throwing that table aside, jumping up and like beating Micah's ass? Why are they still holding the table?
It's like, oh no, my friend. And then they don't try to break up the pin. Like, you're already in the ring cheating in a no disqualification thing. Why are you leaving the ring at this point?
And you can't pin her when she's 3 feet off the mat. Like, that's not a proper pin. She's like laying on the table. So that was all sorts. So Momo got screwed out of the world title.
Yeah.
And then there's
Momo should join the Angels while she's at it. Fuck Oedo Tai.
And then there's really nothing.
What has Oedo Tai done for Momo other than make her like cooler?
Well, I don't really know what she was doing right before Oedo Tai.
She was with Queen's Quest being like fucking ordinary and having SLK call her fat.
And then she smashed a chair over Izumi's head. And then there's nothing more to talk about because no one comes out to like 2 people came out to challenge for the white belt. Someone came out to challenge for the IWGP belt. No one comes out to challenge for the Stardom World Champion for like the 4th time in a row. No one wants this belt. No one wants to face Micah. And then she cuts a boring promo where she's just like, yay, we all love Stardom. And then there's like nothing interesting to say, unfortunately.
Micah's your Red Queen.
But what I do like is this moment right here where the show is being closed. They're still announcing Micah's name. They're still announcing that she won by Micah.
That's fucking funny. Is it possible that the Twilight Dream in chat has a good point where it's like, well, no one wants to come out and challenge Micah because if they do, they're obviously going to lose because Micah's so good.
Really? Do you like that they just said the champion, the winner of the match is Micah? All right, get out. Bye, Micah.
Bye, Micah.
And then right here, so Micah's music stops. The lights go back on. Lights go back on. All right, get the fuck out. Pay-per-view's over.
Leave.
Everybody leave. What a weird ending to a pay-per-view.
It was a long show. It was good though. It didn't drag. Like sometimes when the show is this long, because my free time's usually at night. Like I'm usually quick to be like, all right, we'll watch half tonight, half the next night. I actually really liked watching this thing the whole way through. Like it was really good. The main event was sort of long, but it was still good too. Like I don't think there's a match I didn't like. I thought I wasn't gonna like Meltear versus the old ladies, but that just ended up being exquisite. Like you ever get to the point where something's so bad that it like the scale like it resets, like it goes all the way around again and becomes good?
Yeah, it becomes exquisite.
Yeah, get it all the way to exquisite. That's exactly what it was to me. I loved it.
It's like watching a student film. Hey. 25 times
トワイ
funny.
ライトドリーム 25X トップ KAWAII ズザトップカワイイオブザコスモス 25X25X25X25 X25X25X25X25 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 X25X トップかわいい
The Twilight Dream, thank you for the donation. And once again, being the, as you could hear, the 25 times top kawaii of the stream. Juno! You are way over the 50% mark to eventually doing a Mina Shirakawa dance. I'm thinking at this point, it's been so long, you might as well wear her gear too while you do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was just typing, but all that was happened was me and Super Producer 2.0. He was telling me how much he liked the Hanan match, and I was like, I agree. And then he was telling me that nobody wants that red belt because it has Micah's stank on it, which I was just about to type. I also agree.
Oh, I thought, well, you know, part of what makes our podcast fun is we have differing opinions on most things. I would like to say that I would actually like Micah's stank on me. But, you know, to each their own.
And with that, I would like to thank you for listening to the show today and joining us. I don't know if we're done, but that's a perfect place to say, Juno, thank you for everything you do. This show was great. Everything you do is great. The Twilight Dream, thank you for the coffee donation, StardomFan.com. Thank you also for being a Stardom fan on Patreon. And Jake Ebert is the World of Stardom Fan champion on the Patreon. Follow and share everything we do at StardomFan.com. Award-winning podcast, award-winning YouTube.
I will not be shamed. I'm unashamed.
True. The chat's actually just getting funnier. Andrew says, dreams like Micah stank is crazy, and I'm not sure this is gonna scare you away. You might like it more because Richardson heard that it basically smells like old sushi and cheap wine.
Actually, she smells like flowers.
And roses?
I can attest to that. I don't think so. I think like cherry blossoms.
How close were you to Micah? Did you see Micah?
Yeah, I touched a Micah.
Oh, you were on the pay-per-view. How did you not clip that in your notes?
What?
You were on the pay-per-view.
Oh yeah. In like the package.
They showed an audio pack or a video package on the show of their show in America. There you are, front and center. A wild Juno.
I mean, I can only speak the truth. And sometimes lie.
And Twilight Dreams note is so long that it's covering my beautiful face, which might end up be better for the stream in the long run. What do you think, dude? Is there anything else you want to go over? What did you think in general? Like, because I know we hyped it up and we basically hype everything up, but like, I was actually really excited for this show, mainly because of the white belt match, but everything else I thought was good. Like, there wasn't anything I didn't like. It was like 5 hours of awesome, which is hard to say about any wrestling show. Like, WrestleManias are barely 5 hours of awesome. Like, what did you think in general?
It was definitely a good show. And
yeah, right. This wasn't like a long house show. It was like more than that. It was special. It was good.
And we ended at just the right time where we can watch the Marigold press conference. Potentially.
I hope it crashes.
It looks like it.
$12.98. Does Marigold have or is that for to buy the thing? I was gonna say,
What?
do they have a streaming service now? Marigold World, Wrestle Universe, it's called. $12.98 sounds like the type of price that would be a subscription fee, not a thing to buy the show.
I don't even know what you're looking at. Come on. Well, we can look at future Stardom champions. $12.98 somewhere.
Yeah, it was on the little bit of a advertisement they had.
Oh, 12.98 yen. That's for like every single wrestling company in Japan that's not Stardom or New Japan.
Well, per show or subscription? Oh, Wrestle Universe? Like they cover everything like total?
Basically.
Oh, that actually sounds cool. I only thought there was 2 companies.
Stardom and New Japan.
That's all I watch.
And
like,
now
do you
Marigold.
know The Rock came back? I'll be like, I don't know. Do you know Saori wrestled?
Did you hear The Rock came back? It's like, did you know? Just go into the whole history of.
Yeah.
There's this girl and she's
Did
been
you
wrestling.
know? Did you know Kojima's still wrestling? Oh, whoa! You're gonna show our analytics. What should you watch on YouTube if you're the Stardom fan?
Yeah, that'll get. That'll somehow get like demonetized for that. It's like, well, I didn't put it there, YouTube. You did.
You know what I did last time was I just took it out and then put it back on. Like, oh, you don't want us to take Taylor Swift or have the picture of Taylor Swift? And then for the podcast, I just put our logo over her face. I know it was sacrilege, but it worked.
Not as good as
weirdo.
I don't know.
Who are these assholes?
Well, we know
それでは各
Choco
選手に
Goto.
小川代表よりマリーゴールドのジャージを贈呈いたします。
These are like the act wrestle girl. Where's Rossi going?
If Kenny Omega taught me anything, he's not doing anything savory.
Don't you want things that are savory? I've watched enough Hell's Kitchen where it's like I think savory is a good thing.
Oh yeah. Or is that sweet?
He's passing out. How do I get a T-shirt?
Whoa! Easy, lady. You don't have to change in front of him.
You don't know that.
Oh, they're even cooler. They're like coats. Oh no, I want one. You know, I got a thing for fucking coats.
I'm assuming like if this is
What are we
anything
doing
like
with it? We have a second bro.
a second bro.
They're all in suit coats. Yeah, the other ones had bro vibes.
Gotta dress nice
そ
for
れ
the
では
press
選手の皆
conference.
様お座りください。
Dream Star fighting Marigold. Marigold Fields Forever.
Fuck Marigold.
Now that is a name. Those are sick jackets.
Sounds like something I've heard before.
I want one of those jackets.
Something Fields Forever. I feel like I've heard that somewhere.
Something World
まずはじめに青の
Wondering.
選
No,
手より
that's
入団に関する
Dream
ご説明
Star
をお
fighting.
願いいたします。 青のミクです。
They didn't turn the microphone on.
青のミクです。
Something's never changed with that
Yeah.
fucking top-headed
青野沙織
goofy
選手。
dick.
They never turned the
夏
microphones
恋
on.
選手。
How many times do they get in the ring, they grab the mic, they start talking, and then they have to do the whole
Oh.
thing? It's almost every time.
Sure, that was her perfume. Talking about her natural smell. You're saying she naturally smells like old sushi and cheap wine? That sounds
他にも
like
たくさんの先輩
awesome.
同期
I'd wake up in the morning for that.
Old sushi, cheap wine, and stale cigarettes.
離れ
Sounds like a good time.
大きなステージに立ち脚光を浴び
Isn't that the only reason to go to college?
輝く姿を
That's the smell of my youth.
ずっと同じ場所から見ていました今度は 私が
Sometimes it was
輝
more
くた
expensive than the others.
ただその配置に関して
I did not in that
いろいろ
order.
と賛否の不満に思っている
Agree
選手
to
も
agree.
いると思います。まずはそういうところをチャンスをいただけるのなら私はリング
Hey.
で証明するしかないと思っています。
I wanted to see a brawl. A brawl didn't break out. You can't even find Marigold. What is it? Dream fighting. Marigold. And the first thing that pops up is Jim Cornette in a Sailor Moon suit
Oh,
costume.
you're not allowed to watch that. People on Stardom fans don't like Jim Cornette.
Well, it's not
You have
my
to be
fault.
a closet cult member.
It's not my. No one's gonna tell me that Jim Cornette dressed like Sailor Moon isn't hilarious.
It's pretty funny. You know what I actually don't get is that Jim Cornette pretended like he had no idea of the Japanese scene, let alone women's wrestling forever, and then all of a sudden, like he's all in on Rossi Ogawa. Does Rossi have a hot tub?
He pretends that he doesn't know.
Oh yeah, I mean he's 100% gimmick. I agree with you, but still, it is odd that like ever since Rossi got fired, he's like, oh, poor old man Rossi.
He pretends that he doesn't know anybody. Well, first of all, he knows old Japanese history, like from like the 70s and 60s, 70s, and like early 80s. But he pretends he doesn't know anything like modern. But it makes me laugh that he always knows like Momo Watanabe.
Well, you can just say Watanabe, and chances are there's 2 to 3 of them in your federation.
But Julia in the house. Or not. So what makes you why do you think that Triple H said of all the people, like, I need Julia, other than
Well, that's because she's the fakest one of them all. He can mold her into whatever piece of garbage he needs.
like other than like if everyone on the internet saying that's who they need to sign, that he's like, okay, that's the one, huh?
They did me a favor the way I see it.
Shouldn't even have to go up on like a Mae Young Classic. That's how I saw Kyrie for the first time.
That was when Kyrie was amazing. I loved Kyrie during that tournament, getting choked out by fucking the Ace of Spades, Shayna Baszler.
It's a lady ship. Oh.
Ugh. Bro.
All right.
Wait a second. Go back. Hold on a second. You want to notice things in the background.
Hulk
Wait
Hogan?
a minute.
Hulk
Wait
Hogan?
a minute.
What?
Isn't there a section of the wrestling world where that's not okay?
What?
Like, I think people are supposed to hate Hulk Hogan. And Utami's just like hanging out with an autographed Hulk Hogan picture.
She had that. She had that shipped with her. She takes that everywhere.
I saw the plastic. This is fantastic.
I mean, me and Utami do dress the same. We could share a wardrobe.
Look at these assholes.
Julia's dressed like a Dragon Ball Z villain.
Fucking poor Mai Sakurai. Like, her dress got lost in shipping, so she just grabbed the shower curtain from the hotel and threw it around her real fast.
Jeez, you gotta warn a guy before you just do that. There it is again. You can't just do that.
They are having a blast right now. They are getting paid to do nothing but like dress up and take pictures. It's gonna be a reality check when this fucking thing doesn't work.
A reality show? That'd be sick.
Juno, you're part of the problem. Utami will be back by December. Her and her hawk. They look like inmates.
No, those are cult jumpsuits, and I'm all on board.
Fair enough.
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. You're not going to tell me that they're not better than Stardom when they have how many jumpsuits? 3, and Stardom has 0? Just saying.
Who's the asshole holding the logo? Let me go to WWR and see who's the face of Stardom, and then we'll just judge by that. Julia or whoever the first person I see on the Stardom website.
From Semi Blue. This is neither Cosmic nor Angel. Not interested.
Hey, I'm with you. All right, so the first thing that shows up on my thing is Saia Kamatani, Mina, and Tam. Yeah, Stardom's still better.
I like that comment, though. This is neither Cosmic nor Angel. Not interested.
All right, I probably got an hour to hang out. We could either fall down a rabbit hole or do something fun like play a game. Did you download Fortnite yet?
Can't download Fortnite.
Oh shit, they're in the stained glass? Did Fight Week start off in the stained glass?
Fight Week didn't start yet.
Yes, it fucking did.
Also, these are like these YouTube shorts are from like 6 months ago.
Oh.
That they upload like today.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking that Thekla thing and I'm just gonna put it up on our site unless you disagree.
Go for it.
I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen?
Oh my god,
We're gonna make ad money.
One of the top YouTube shorts is Mayu dying.
Oh, this is like the resurrection of Mayu. This is how she unlocked her personality. You killed one life, and then the next one came up. I think Stardom only clipped this because we made it match of the year. I think they must listen to Stardom fan.
Probably.
You're welcome.
Oh my god.
I will never not. This will never not be my favorite match. And then she just sort of cradles her, like, "Hey, kid. Wow, you're a really good seller. Oh no, kid."
I mean, that's worth being choked out.
Being cradled in Bobby's arms
after she kills you.
I'm half surprised she didn't join God's Eye after this. If she wakes up.
Oh my god.
That is brilliant, dude.
What else is on their top? Their top. Oh, not Slatus. What's their most popular?
51 million
for Suzu.
Gross.
But it's got Saori. Gross.
Well, now you just added to it. She saw God's Eye. Yeah, she did.
Oh, all right, well, that's good.
All right, not gross. Not gross.
Not gross.
That ended the way it was supposed to end.
That's their
You're
most
right.
popular.
She's never lost a single. Well, that is the coolest pin. Like, Sayori is definitely something special.
How many views has this got? Julia and Utami. Well, now they got the two best, most popular Stardom wrestlers in Marigold. Oh, this bitch. Oh, I remember this. What the fuck? This bitch.
Julia sucks.
Can't believe they're going to be teaming up in a couple weeks.
What kind of weird asshole builds a company around here? Triple H and fucking weird hat guy.
Oh!
Yeah, there's a point where, like, I want to think that Utami was just like, "Oh, this is a fight now? Okay, asshole." Where's this camera? This is like fan cam. What the hell is this angle?
World Star.
Jesus.
How do you can't you like skim? I want to get to the
No,
part where
shorts are shorts. I know, and this one isn't that very short.
they used to be able to like. All right, well, I want to see her get. I want to see her like.
Well,
hit her in
that's
the
how they
face.
get more. That's how they get. I'd say that's how they get 50 million views out of you, because now you got to watch the whole fucking thing again.
Yeah, it's. I want to. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. That
one
kick.
looked like a. Yeah, I was gonna say the first one looked like a working elbow. After that, it got meat.
Hey, Sori. Oh, they promoting the pay-per-view? That just happened? Why didn't I know about that? I gotta start checking out their YouTube shorts.
I don't go on their YouTube because I usually watch everything late. It'd be full of spoilers.
Let's go. Oh, come on. Oh, it's like the promo. That's cool. That is cool.
Yeah, apparently a lot of the stuff we think is weird that they don't do because we're used to like the WWE style. Like they would play this commercial 100 times during Raw, when instead you just have to go on YouTube to see it.
They should be playing it.
Well, you're right. They should. I agree with you. They should be. They should be playing it on every house show. But they don't like pipe in stuff like that because they're not like. It's not a television show. It's the opposite. Like the Japanese wrestling is a sporting event that happens to be on TV. Raw happens to be a TV show that people happen to watch live.
Mariah May has 26 million views. Oh, is it her and Megasis? No, they should. Oh, her and May. They should be playing that Seriano video before every.
Oh, that's how you break up a pin.
Dude, she is awesome. Oh my god.
Do you remember that shit when she would just drag her fucking Meltear over?
Tag me
the
in.
pin? Oh my god. Megan Page in Stardom is. Come home, would you?
Tony Khan said, I can't use you.
Yeah, you're too good.
Whoop! Oh my!
Oh my god! I know they got so close. I remember watching that. I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna kill it. I think she got a pin out of it though, so it had to be close. I think that was the whole trick. This is a weird ass camera they keep having on all these shorts.
It's like one of the Stardom girls they make film in the bleachers.
Yo, and she deadlifts. I didn't even realize that was Mariah May. She deadlifts at the beginning. Mariah May's not a fucking 90-pound Joshi. She's a like regular sized woman. She just deadlifts and destroys.
Mika forgot to bring her costume. That still is a classic.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I'm gonna wear Micah's gear. I'm half surprised she just didn't wear her sweatpants or whatever the fuck she was wearing to the place.
She's like, the top's not gonna fit. It's just like, where's her pants? That's the whole thing.
That's it.
18 million views. Why does this
so much stuff at Kyoto? Probably just because it's Kyoto and people just love that fucking background.
True,
oh,
true.
Well, Mina, that's always a plus.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Mariah May. Waka.
Yes. that is a funny fucking. Those are funny cuts right there. That's actually some of the most clever cutting that they've ever done because they don't do anything. Like they never do anything like that. That is funny.
Man, it's almost like they should have never broke them up.
Oh. Mariah May apparently wanted to go back to America so she can be fucking
paid millions of dollars.
Someone's bitch to not work. I guess joke's on us.
Well, the way it works, I assume, like, I don't know when Tony Storm signed years and years ago. Like the newest person he wants to sign has to be like for like the NFL or NBA. It just has to be for a little more money. So Mariah May is probably like acting as Tony Storm's little bitch, and she's getting paid like double the money that she is. And if the world is
that's
right,
probably not true.
If everything is right in the world,
she's making enough to not have to live in a country where she doesn't speak the language.
Oh!
You'll just pop for any Mayu's kick, you mark.
God damn!
Oh! As that one. I suppose I will too.
Where is this camera? You're definitely
That's
right.
what I keep saying. Like, where is this fucking guy? It's over that same turnbuckle every time. I want that seat. All right. I'll be right back. I want to fill up my drinks.
Oh, I can make it bigger. I didn't know that.
The rabbit hole has started.
I've just never went down their YouTube shorts before. Whoops. Come on. What is she doing? Jesus. She's flapping her wings like she's still going to try to get Tam over. Oh my God. I don't now even remember this match. Choo choo choo. Wow, Tam just falls. Kishikashi. All right, what about their regular videos? Oh my God. And the whole entrance video, not just the song. Well, that's awesome. Now that's totally gonna be got to be a WWE mod. Wix.com. Probably shouldn't play the music. Yo. Yeah, like a green Phoenix. Phoenixes are green, apparently. They're not red. She can't be wearing red gear. Ignore the red Phoenix. Ignore that. Green Phoenix. Whoa. Sick. Who else do they have?
Oh, like they did all like the what we would call the Titantrons, huh?
Soriano.
Watch the music. Now we can always just cut it out.
Yeah.
That's my thing that I like that YouTube does. We're like, you can't be the partner because you have this in it, and then you could just like tell YouTube to, all right, then take it away. And
Oh
then they
yeah, I
do it
forgot
for
I
you.
could do that.
That's what I did with the last one, and then I put it back up as part of the program.
Oh, nice.
Figure, fuck it. This is cool that they do. I mean, why wouldn't they? I mean, they should do all this shit. Whoever's in charge of their stuff now or whatever they're doing, like, they're definitely moving in one heck of a good direction.
I thought
like,
there
it's
was...
not their entrance. It's literally just the shitty Titantron. That's fine.
Yeah, I thought there was like a dragon or something in hers.
Jacob Howard!
But what do I know? Starlight Kid.
No, Jacob Howard's in the chat. This is the most exciting part of my day. He just watched Marigold. I just watched Juno watch Marigold. I don't care about Marigold. I don't. I can't. Not a Marigold fan.
You don't yet. Cool. She's gonna have to get a new Titantron in about 2 weeks when she's dressed in pink and flowers and dancing with Kurara.
Choo choo choo, and then the ha 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 ha, and then her little giggle.
I don't know why they don't post all of these. They posted it too late. I wish they would have posted Utami so I could figure out what language hers is in.
We can finally break down Hanan's.
I think it starts with wish you happy something.
Girl Sunshine?
Then what?
Something something Hanan. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that they do these things. They do these things for New Year's. I don't know why it's showing like Kenny Omega, but things in the pool every year, and they always think like, "Oh, that'll get the views. That'll be sexy," and they end up just trying to drown each other. It's like
you didn't know that these bitches want to win. They're dead. You're gonna kill somebody.
You didn't realize that they were competitive.
I know. Who'd have thought of that one? You have that one clip right there where it's the sexiest girl of them all is Hanma.
Where? Oh.
Actually, that did turn on the sexy. Would you have the original like Cosmic Angels and then
Hanma
ripped Tanahashi and then fucking ripped Hanma?
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that is cool. It's a Konami. Yeah, this was to promote. It was either Strong Spirits or they had a gym. They had like a fitness gym, like Bushi Road.
Jacob here's wish you happy go sunshine. Girls are the best. From before something 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 Hanan.
I feel like Girl Sunshine makes more sense.
Well, go means my, right? Wish you happy my sunshine.
You know what's funny is like they're wearing their wrestling gear under like, oh, it's for Strong Spirits. R.I.P.
Is it over?
I think so.
That was such a good fucking game that I didn't play.
Yeah, it was.
That shit was hilarious. Everyone did training videos and fucking...
Yeah, look at Tanahashi.
Taichi eats a cheeseburger.
Tanahashi's
yeah,
training.
Everyone's flipped it with... Taichi eats a fucking cheeseburger while he's working out. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
I just realized his pillow is a bottle, a giant like jug of whiskey.
What a good fucking the thing that
straightening his
ruined
hair.
this.
Straightening his hair.
Yeah,
That's his training.
like if you actually played this as an audio, as like a visual novel, it was amazing. The problem was like you almost got forced to try to mainline it and just like play the game as fast as possible instead of actually enjoying the stories. Hanma is almost as old as Tam Nakano.
Almost. Do they just always wear their wrestling gear underneath their clothes? Unless you're Mina. Oh, don't give me an ad. Oh, World of Warships is a pretty sick game, though. You ever play that? Uh-oh. Wish you happy, go sunshine. Oh. Dude, Hanma is jacked. I wish I knew anything of what they were doing. Hello?
ということで、究極のプロレスラー育成ゲーム、新日本プロレスストロングスピリッツのアンバサダーをめぐる対抗戦は、スターダムが完全勝利。あとはビッグボス、木谷会長の判断を待ちましょう。アプリは
I heard Konbanwa.
Hello.
リリース予定なので、ぜひ事前登録を。私もやりました。すっごく楽しくて、SS 早くやってみたくなりました。事前登録はもうしました。
Choo choo choo.
Choo choo choo. What are they doing? How is this promoting strong spirits?
Unagi is a bit ridiculous.
Unagi?
And so is Hanma.
What's wrong with Unagi? Dream time in 3, 2, 1. Hiroshi Nakano.
She's so funny. It's like, I'll turn on this sexy.
Yeah.
Juno, I can't hear you, but that's all right. Well, you should clip. We should clip that and put that in the junkyard. Just that last like 20 seconds. That's actually hilarious.
What is this even for? New Japan's 50th anniversary.
Discord's messing up. What are you gonna do about it? I can't believe that was 2 years ago. Boy, time flies when you're having fun.
Right? Now we're just down a rabbit hole. But let's see if this works.
And some people think that's strange. The thing is, though, therapists are human beings just like you.
It's about time. I'm still here. I'm just gonna shut down my camera for now, and I'm gonna exit and enter because I am having a. I don't hear you. I'm just assuming that we're talking to each other.
I can't even do a Kurara. Damn. Well.
What?
I drank a beer. I drank another beer.
Hello.
Hi.
And now it's a you. I don't know what to tell you. No. I got no Juno on my end. However, we did make it this far.
True. All right, I don't even know if anyone hears me, so I'm gonna end this stream. They're playing with dinosaur cards. Anyways, thanks everybody for hanging out. Bye.